Hi there, welcome to Inner Avenue. We are on location in Crescent Beach at the Sunflower Cafe restaurant, best known for their amazing homemade organic foods and incredible muffins. Apparently people from White Rock all the way to West Vancouver come out just for these amazing muffins. I think I'm going to have to try myself one of those. We're also here with Karen Nelson, who is the owner and president of It Up Limited. She manufactures and distributes organic foods to this cafe as well as many other areas throughout the Lower Mainland. So we're going to go in, we're going to find out all about Karen, and we're going to have a look around the Sunflower Cafe. So let's go inside. Hi, are you Karen?
I am.
Hi Karen, I'm Lynn with Inner Avenue. Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
I hear this is the well-known Sunflower Cafe.
It is, right deep in the heart of Crescent Beach.
It's beautiful out here. I wanted to ask you, you are one of the suppliers to the Sunflower Cafe, is that right?
That's right, I am.
And what exactly is it that you supply to the cafe?
We supply a host of truffles that are made with high-end couverture French chocolate and anything that is natural, organic, or essential oil driven. We have a line of wheat-free and gluten-free cookies, no sugar added, very popular, a line of organic fruit spreads, and of course the agave nectar products themselves.
Is this the line right over here?
It is.
Let's go take a look because this looks amazing. So Karen, I would like to know about your background and how you got into the food business. I'm interested to hear all about it.
Well, it all started about 6 years ago in the month of January of 2002 when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Yeah, that was pretty much a death sentence for me, and I took it seriously, unlike about 800 of my doctor's patients who just take a pill and decide that that's how they're going to live. But for me, I had a teenage son, and being a single parent, it meant get your butt in gear, so I did.
Well, good for you.
And lost a bunch of weight, and then got into nutritional education, got certified in sports nutrition, got certified to teach sports nutrition, quit my salary job after 7 years to go teach, and then turned around and created educational nutritional program for kids and their parents.
Wow.
And that led to food, and the food took over, and the education secondary, because what we know is that a lot of people obviously don't have time to learn so much about nutritional education. They just like to eat the food. So that's where I'm at.
Excellent. Well, and you know what? Your food looks absolutely amazing, and I'm
Thank you.
so eager to learn all about it, and just what the ingredients are and what they consist of and whatnot. Now, I've heard a lot about agave nectar, and I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about it, so I am completely new, and you're going to be teaching me right from the basics. So please explain to us what agave nectar is.
Agave nectar became the base sweetener for all of my products, less the truffles. The truffles are a whole other subject.
Can't wait to try those.
There's a little bit of controversy behind agave nectar, not so much that it is a food ingredient accepted in Canada and the States. I was using stevia, for those of you that are familiar with stevia. That's a plant also.
Okay.
Agave nectar is also a plant. It's a cactus.
It's a cactus.
It's a cactus.
Okay.
So stevia wasn't allowed and still is not allowed in North America to be used as a food ingredient, only as a supplement. So there's the controversy. So when all my recipes were using stevia, I suddenly had to switch over to something that was still safe, that was allowed to be used by food manufacturers in Canada.
So agave nectar, is it an actual sweetener then? Are you
It is
using it as a
natural.
sweetener?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But you wouldn't want to eat it alone. It would
Oh,
be
yes, you would.
Oh, you would? Okay. Well, and what is the actual benefits of eating agave nectar? What does it actually do for your body?
It, compared to honey and sugar, for those of you that understand the glycemic index, agave nectar,
No clue.
agave nectar is 90% fructose,
Okay.
10% glucose.
Okay.
So as far as the glycemic index goes, it has 10% on the glycemic index, which means it raises your bloods very minimally.
Okay.
Honey, 60 to 70% on the glycemic index because of the amount of glucose it contains.
Okay.
Then there's sugar, which is 100%.
Okay.
Table
right.
sugar, brown sugar, rapadura sugar, turbinado sugar. All
Okay.
the organic people out there understand all those different types of sugars. Still,
Right.
4 grams of sucrose per tablespoon.
So if you were a diabetic, then you would be eating the agave nectar. This is the reason
yes.
why you would be
Yeah.
getting into that, as opposed to, obviously, because you can't have the sugars. And,
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right, well, that's interesting. And a lot of these products, you use the agave nectar.
All of our cookies.
Except for the truffles, which we're going to get into because I can't wait. They look amazing. What I'd like to know is what, in fact, makes your products so unique?
We came out with the wheat-free cookie line back in 2004,
Okay.
and egg-free. We don't find a lot of cookies that have no eggs, and they usually
No
contain
kidding.
eggs. So
Yeah.
we got into that way back in 2004. We were trying to create something that took out the bad fats, the bad sugars, and the bad flours, the bad grains. So all of our cookies are either made with barley flour, rye flour, spelt flour, and we also came out with a gluten-free line, which has become more and more important, as now there's about 1 in 120 people who are celiac or
okay.
cannot ingest gluten. On top of that, we have naturopaths going crazy telling their patients who aren't even celiac to not eat gluten-filled products. So when people come in to the Sunflower Cafe, they're looking for gluten-free options, and
Right.
I've been able to give that to them.
That's phenomenal.
And the
That is-
jams, the fruit spreads, how can I forget them?
Okay, can we talk a little bit about the fruit spreads?
Yes.
Because they also look very amazing. So what is in the fruit spreads? Is it the agave nectar as
Yes.
well as obviously a lot of fruits and different things like that too?
Organic fruits, there is monocalcium phosphate, which is something people have always wondered what that is. And it's actual natural calcium, otherwise 50% of what baking powder is made from. It's a stabilizer that makes the natural fruit pectin that's used in our products perform better, but that is it. And it's because we use natural fruit pectin
Okay.
that doesn't contain any things like sorbates, benzoates, and things that your common pectins would contain in your regular grocery stores.
Is
We
that
don't use
what's
those.
causing toxins that are
Yes.
building up in the bodies pretty much? Okay.
There are artificial additives that shouldn't, and artificial preservatives and such that shouldn't be there. So we
then
make sure of that.
what exactly is the benefit of eating organic as opposed to non-organic then? Is there a specific reason, or is there a magnitude of different reasons of why you would want to eat organic over non-organic?
When you
Is there
look at
any
the amount
one
of
specific thing?
when you look at the amount of additives and pesticides and things that are used in foods today, and GMO processing, and so many other things that just should not be going into your body, it turns you towards any time that you can attain organic, you should go to organic.
Okay. Well, makes sense to me.
And the agave
Totally
nectar
makes
is
sense to
organic
me.
too.
Yeah, no kidding. The other thing that I wanted to know, and I know a lot of people would have these questions, especially fitness conscious people. What about calorie intake? Like, what are they more? Are they higher in calories? Are they? What is that all about? How can
When
you
you
explain that to
when
us?
you look at the nutritional information panel on all the products that we sell in the agave nectar field, or even the fruit spreads, the actual fruit spreads contain approximately the same amount of calories per tablespoon as a jam that would be sweetened with Splenda or another sugar alcohol.
Ah, really?
They're pretty much equal because we do not use a lot of agave in to sweeten the product. We allow the taste of the jam to play. It should taste like it just came off the tree, and that's a big compliment we get a lot about our
Okay.
fruit spread line.
So same amount of calories, but obviously healthier. So a better choice.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
The agave nectar, if you look at it, has the same 16 grams of carbohydrate per tablespoon. That you look at that and go, well, sugar has 16 grams of carbohydrate. Problem
Right.
is that you have to look at what type of sugars are in that. What is it derived from? What is it made up of? And that's when I spoke earlier about the glycemic index being only 10 instead of 100%. And that's where a diabetic, type 1 or type 2 or gestational, can actually attain that and live quite well on it. The other thing about the flavored syrups, which are the first time ever in North America, is that they are an agave nectar broken down with water, citric acid, and either a natural essential oil to flavor it, or
Okay.
organic vanilla extract. And you put those in things like club soda, seltzer water, make yourself Italian sodas
No kidding.
at about 30 calories a cup.
So much better for kids.
Huge.
That would be huge.
In
yes.
yogurt, all yogurts.
So
Take
you
a
would
flick-
use the flavored nectars
To change the flavor.
of the yogurt. So
Yeah.
you just use a natural organic yogurt,
Yeah.
and you would just add that to flavor it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, how about if I put together a spritzer
Sounds
with
good to me.
agave? And this time we're going to use the lemon agave.
The lemon.
A flavored syrup, which is 100% essential lemon oil,
Okay. Oh.
blended. If you smell it,
Oh,
It's
that
lemon.
smells amazing.
Pretty much goes in anything that you put lemon in with honey. If lemon and honey was your thing in tea, lemon and agave. Better option, don't have to use as much. You can put it in iced tea. This is where it goes in yogurt. This is a real favorite here, is to make Italian sodas simply by using the lemon agave syrup and Pellegrino water, or club soda if you want to go a little bit cheaper method.
That is very good. You know, this, if you have kids that, I know mine love pop. I don't like to give them pop, but this would be a nice alternative, much healthier, obviously.
They love it.
I mean, this tastes great. This
Yeah.
to me tastes almost like a 7-Up or a Sprite, like a Sprite. Well, we won't say
And
that,
you can make
but-
it as sweet as you like.
Yeah.
We put about an ounce into a cup full of the mineral water. Or
It tastes, it tastes amazing. Very good.
And the
Love it.
vanilla agave flavored syrup tastes exactly like cream soda.
Oh, my son would love that.
And if you use lemon and lime in the same cup, you get Sprite. So there you go. When I come up with the one for Coke, I'll let everybody know.
Yeah, that'll be a big seller, I think. So what do we have here? These are your cookies over here.
Those are the cookies.
And where is, I'd like to try one of those actually because they look amazing, but where do you find your product line, Karen? Like, where can you actually get these cookies other than the Sunflower Cafe?
You can get them at all Whole Foods centers,
Okay.
which, by the way, Whole Foods Capers in the Lower Mainland. In the frozen section, because we don't use any preservatives and such, then they can't be kept on the shelf for 6 months to a year. They'd go wiry. Those are made with spelt, chocolate chip almond.
Oh my
They're an
goodness.
organic almond. They're 72% chocolate chipettes, what we call pastilles.
Oh, they're
used
very
in that.
good.
It's the same chocolate you see there. Doesn't contain soy lecithin, which
What
is a
is-
big deal.
What is soy lecithin?
Soy lecithin is a filler that a lot of chocolate manufacturers use that they try to put across as calling it an emulsifier and not a filler. Well, chocolate doesn't need any more emulsification process other than the cocoa butter, which is a natural emulsifier itself. So therefore, they're using it as a filler so they can sell more of their product for cheaper at their end. And
Okay.
therefore, the chocolate, everybody talks about how this chocolate tastes so different than any chocolate they've ever
Okay, well
tasted.
maybe we should get on to those
Well,
then,
we,
because they're just calling to me.
so we have different flavors here today. We recently did a wine and food festival. We're pretty popular at wine festivals and wine tastings.
I bet.
And so much that a winery just picked us up, and we're now doing truffles that include their wines in the
These are
truffles.
beautiful. These, and you made these. You actually, like, they're beautiful. They're amazing. Wow.
These are raspberry dessert wine truffles. These are orange chocolate using the essential oil of chocolate. These are matcha green tea with Moroccan mint infused into the bottom end of the truffle. And then on the
sounds so
top,
good.
these are one of the most popular truffles out there that I created 3 years ago, never thinking that that would happen. These are lemon
Sorry, which one is the most popular one?
matcha green tea.
The matcha green
Yeah,
tea.
yeah.
Well, I'll have to try that one.
There you go. Please
Thank
try
you.
one.
Yes, they look amazing. Now, can you actually smell?
Not really.
No, not really. It's just all chocolate. Really.
No, it's chocolate. And matcha green tea, if I put the amount in there so you could smell it, I don't think you'd want to eat the chocolate.
Oh my
It'd
goodness.
be too strong.
Okay. That could be scary in my house. That is amazing. Incredible.
The other ones here we did for Christmas collection, I made some more for Valentine's, was a black currant. We took black currants and we soaked them in vodka for 6 months.
Oh.
Then we add them all back in and everybody gets really happy at wine festivals because can you make more of those?
Wow. Well, you know, Karen, this was amazing.
Thank you.
I personally learned a lot about organic food. I'm certainly going to be one of those people that's going to start eating organic food if I haven't already started. So thank you so much for teaching us.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for welcoming us into the Sunflower Cafe.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, and I think we all need to come down here.